What elements make up a collaboration? Why do we have to collaborate? And why working style trend of 21st century is collaboration? Today, our talk is about collaboration. According to IKEA research, there are 4 layers which constitute collaboration. They are respectively group working, shared responsibility, substantive decision making, and interdependent work. The first element is working together. Any one of us who stays alone in one place for an 8-hour day? Hardly anyone. Most of us are highly mobile, and we typically spend 70% of our time working in groups. We work in multiple places and on multiple teams, participating in both frequent meetings and spontaneous conversations. So for teams, President of Philippines from 2001 until 2010 said that the power of one is fearless and focused is formidable, but the power of many working together is always better. Working together can bring a lot of benefits. Firstly, it brings new ideas. It is undeniable that the sum is greater than the parts, so it is better to have a diverse team of people who can contribute individual ideas. Secondly, it helps solve problems quickly and better. By working together, we can find the solutions that work best. Thirdly, working together is supportive. You can see that when one key member falls behind, there is another to pick up the pieces. When work is divided up among members of the team, it gets done faster, making the overall work operate more efficiently. Lastly, it builds morale. Each team member has something special to offer. By working together, members of a team feel a strong sense of belonging and deep commitment to each other and the common goal. In conclusion, a team that works well together can succeed together and produce great results. Now, let's talk about shared responsibility. Students have shared responsibility when they work in pairs or groups to develop a common product, design, or response. However, shared responsibility is more than simply helping each other because firstly, students must collectively own the work. For example, instead of the fact that students give each other feedback, they conduct their tasks together. Because giving each other feedback implies that one student owns the work, the other is only helping. Meanwhile, that students conduct their tasks together means they have joint responsibility for carrying out the task. Secondly, students must be mutually responsible for its outcome. For instance, a student works with a peer from another country to develop a joint website using Microsoft Office 365. However, in case student A interviews student B from another country about the local weather, this is not shared responsibility although they conduct together, because they don't have mutual responsibility for its outcome. Another element is making substantive decisions. When working together, it is inevitable that there are different ideas and problems arising. Students in a team must solve important issues that will guide their work together, and what they decide to do is called substantive decisions. So, substantive decisions are decisions which shape the content, process, or the product of the work. About the content, students use their knowledge to make a decision that affects the academic content of their work. For example, students in a team are presenting about pollution, and they have to decide what aspect of this problem they will present. What kind of pollution, the cause, the effect, or solution. This is a substantive decision because it affects the content of the presentation. About process, students must learn about the time of their work, the tools they use, or the roles and responsibilities of people on the team. For example, when students choose a topic evolution, they have to plan about the particular role of each member, the time they will do it, and complete it. When it comes to product, students must make fundamental design decisions that affect the nature and usability of their product. For example, students decide how to shape the presentation of evolution to a particular audience. If the audience is students in grade 5, the presentation should include more images to illustrate. If the audience is students in environmental major, it should show more statistics of this problem. This is a fundamental design decision that will affect the nature of their product. The last layer of collaboration is interdependent work. Students' work is interdependent when all students must participate in order for the team to succeed. Most interdependent work involves two levels of accountability. Firstly, it is individual accountability, which means each member on the team takes responsibility for a task that she or he must complete in order for the group to do its work. Secondly, it is group accountability. Students should work together to produce the final product or outcome. Students must negotiate and agree on the process, design, and conclusion of their work. It is important that the work is structured in the way it requires students to plan together and take the work of all team members into account so that their product or outcome is complete and fit each other. Now, let's see an example that may help you picture better about interdependent work. Do you think Henry Ford was the person who created Ford's auto? Actually, he wasn't. He was just the person who invented the engine and designed automobiles on papers. You know, he wouldn't have made the engine if he hadn't found the suppliers who provided the elements of the engine. We could say that his work depended on the suppliers, and suppliers relied on him for their livelihood. So, it is an interdependent relationship. And they count on each other for mutual success and benefits.